Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another live stream by the Option School, where we talk about option trading strategies, option trading strategy adjustments. And this is your friend Pradeep Singla. Before we start, happy Makar Skranti to all of you in northern part of India and maybe in western part also and in southern part of India. Happy Pongal to all of you. And yesterday was similar festival, happy Lodi. So same festival. I think the purpose is same, and we have it with different names in different parts of the country. So happy festival to all of you, and hopefully all of you had enjoyed a good, stable expiry today. And now I got two very interesting questions today. That can shall I invest everything in one go in the markets, or shall I invest it in a staggered way? Now both the things have their own advantages, both the things have their own disadvantages. But this one strategy, if we use it in staggered way, can definitely be very useful, right? So thanks, Mr. DFTL. Thanks, Mr. Akshay. If I'm not wrong, he's Mr. Akshay, for confirming that my voice is audible. So welcome once again to all of you, and let us start this live stream. Okay, all of you who are new to the channel, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. While you're clicking on that subscribe button, please click on that bell icon also, so that whenever we are doing a live stream or whenever we are uploading a video, you get a notification instantly. And all of you who are already part of our big family, you know what to do. You need to click on that like button. Thanks, Mr. Ashok, for confirming uh, the voice is audible. So that is known as, you see, the kind of association, the bonding we have. There is one question in my mind whether my voice is audible, and all, without even asking, I got two three replies that okay, it is audible. That's really great, and I'm really thankful to all of you for that. And yes, if you are new, please click on the subscribe button. And today I was thinking whether we will get our friends, or everybody will be part of some celebration. But I'm happy to see that okay, most of you are definitely there. So uh, most welcome to all of you, and let us start. So how was the expiry? As expected, sorry, first I couldn't do expiry analysis yesterday, but morning today we have given some notes on the expiry. And uh, again, I can now boast that okay, things went really well based on whatever was the data points shown by the option chain. If you see, the high was 14617 and low 14471. So this was slightly moving very dangerously, and at one point in time it looked that okay, it can really go down. But generally what I've seen is any strong level gets broken if market sustains 30 points below that. So in case market sustains below 14,470 to a level of 467.68 for 10-15 minutes, then there is a big chance that okay, next level of expiry can be touched, which can be 14,450. But it was there for a while only, and then from here it never went down, and it kept on moving up. But yes, upside move was also very small. If you see from yesterday's closing, not much. Maybe 40-50 points was the up move, and maybe around 70 80 or 100 points was the down move. And if you see otherwise also, 617,471 high to low on an expiry day is really acceptable. Around 140 points. So this is what we are always saying. Market is almost 100 points movement is a stable movement. Anything beyond that, 150 beyond, maybe 200 points, 250 points, it makes things slightly difficult for most of the option traders. And otherwise, if you see from opening to closing, it's hardly a moment. 14,550 and 14,595. So whatever range we discuss in our okay, we couldn't discuss this yesterday in a video, but in the morning in the commentary section we have given some notes for everybody. Okay, we expect that it can be very well within within that range, although the range was pretty big, 14.5 to 14.7. So middle of the range was 14.6, and that is what has happened. Market expired at around 14.595, maybe the last traded price, maybe the settlement price is 593 or 94, somewhere in that range only, right? So uh, good stable expiry, I will say. Most of the time this is what we are seeing, that okay, expiries are always stable compared to the normal days, right? So bang on 14.6 expiry strategy, earned 6,000. That's really good. Congrats, Mr. Rajiv. And you have made an expiry butterfly. Very good. And Akshay says booked profit 26 rupees per lot in bullish call condor, which is 14,550, 600, 780. Oh, very good, very good. So hopefully you have picked up some clues from whatever we discuss, and that is what we want, that okay, whatever we are discussing, if that somehow translates into some good profit for all of you, nothing can be more satisfying than that. So congrats to all of you who are able to make some profit from these trades. And now let's see how market pans out. So we got two stable days. Yesterday's day was pretty stable, but yesterday day the only issue was that employed volatility has slightly gone up, and today it was the day that when market was also stable and volatility also had not uh, gone up, right? So that is a really good day for option sellers when volatility goes down and market doesn't move. So you see a lot of good decay happen in your sold out positions. Hopefully, let's see if this trend continues for a few more days, then definitely it will be really good for most of the option sellers. And as we discussed earlier also, that okay, nowadays what is happening, the new game, what we are able to see is that okay, whenever there is an event, markets will increase volatility in numbers. I'm saying not in movement. Markets will increase VIX much before that event, and maybe right from 10th, 11th onwards, we saw the VIX is going up, going up, going up, and then very close to the event, maybe by 21st, 24th, 25th, we will see the VIX going down. Actually, earlier it used to be that okay, very close to the event, just 1 week before the event, VIX used to go up, and then it will remain high till the event. And once the event is over, the VIX will go down. But again, the new game seems to be that okay, increase the VIX much earlier, and then all those people who have purchased options in anticipation that okay, market will move this side or that side, uh, they start getting disappointed in 10-15 days when the VIX starts going down, because they have purchased options at a very high price. So VIX is also working against them, decay is also working against them. So ultimately there seems to be a lot of disappointment, and then people very close to the event start selling their positions. Once you start selling your purchased positions, volatility further tanks down. So that is the game which have been seen so many times in the past events also, Indian elections, US elections, and now maybe the same pattern may get repeated uh, even in this event of budget also. But let's see how things pan out. So I got two questions. I said, what is the strategy, or what how an option trader can trade in a staggered way, or is it better to trade not in a staggered way? If you are confident about your adjustments and confident about your strategy, then can we go full throttle right from the beginning or not? And the second question, which I'm not tackling today, that okay, how you can do adjustments in guts. So in most of the expiry analysis, we are talking about a kind of a inverse strangle, which is also known as a gut. So there was a question that okay, how can we do some adjustment? So there is a pattern of adjustment which I will definitely love to talk in, maybe in our upcoming videos, right? So today let us see the strategy that can be done in a staggered way. Now you all know, you see, big decision for all positional traders. Now as far as you are a intraday trader, obviously the decision is within a day. Now what kind of capital you are using, what percentage of your capital you are using, that's a different decision. But when you are committing yourself for a positional trade in options, and most of the time positional trades can be a fortnight trade, or can be a monthly trade, or can be a 45 days trade. So the big question is that shall I invest major portion of my capital in one shot, that okay, right at the beginning of the series, or maybe if I'm trading in a way that okay, I invest most of the investment, let us say on the 10th of the month. So shall I invest maybe 60 to 70% of my funds or whatever I want to invest? Out of that, shall I invest major portion in one go, or I invest in a staggered way, that okay, I invest in a strategy, and if things go well, I keep on increasing my investment. So these are the two possible ways which most of the traders definitely face a sort of a dilemma. And let me tell you, there is no permanent solution for this. First thing is that okay, if we invest in one go, right in the beginning, we commit ourselves to maybe one or two strategies. It's not advisable to commit ourselves into 10 different strategies. Then the management becomes very difficult, and many times it happens that okay, one leg of one strategy may get nullified by another leg of some other strategy. So that is not at all advisable. But when you are investing everything at once, so better to keep it one or two strategies. If we are investing everything at one level or just in the initial days of the series, it can definitely put trader in a difficult situation, because if that trade doesn't work in your favor, right, if that trade doesn't work in your favor, then you're not in a position to create any contra trades also, because you have committed too much into that trade. Now that is the only problem. If that trade works in your favor, it's perfectly all right. Right now, in case you do not invest everything right in the beginning, then what happens if you stagger the investment? Means that okay, let us say, I'm just giving an example, that okay, I will start investing my money on first, maybe I will invest only 10%. On 5th I will increase another 10%, on 10th I will increase another 10%, on 15th I will increase another 10%. And in a staggered way, if I keep investing, then there are two possibilities. First possibility is that if my initial trade, which I have done as a first trade, maybe the trade which I have done on the very first day or on the opening of the series, if that works out well and that's giving me decent amount of profit, then you feel bad. Then you feel bad, though. Oh God, I have invested only 10% of my money. I should have invested 80% of money. This trade could have given me a lot of profit, right? So then I feel bad, yeah. Why I'm sitting on a lot of cash? I should have done it right in the beginning. And but in case the initial trade is not going well, then if you're investing in staggered way, so maybe the first trade is not going well, but the investment which is done on second or third or fourth or fifth or 10th can definitely go well, because now you are at a different level of the market. You are because obviously your initial trade will not go haywire if market is very stable. I'm assuming that okay, most of us are option sellers only. So as long as markets are very stable, trades will not go bad generally, right? If markets are very very unstable or very very sort of directional, right, then only trades go haywire. So what happens that okay, you create a portion of trade on first, a portion of investment is done on, let us say, third, fourth, or fifth. So then obviously whatever bad has happened in the first trade, you are taking care of that in the second trade, and you're taking care of whatever happens again in the third trade. So that is known as staggered way of investing. So if initial trade is not doing well, then this investing in a staggered way is a better way. So in retrospect, we can analyze so many things and we can talk so many things, but yes, in advance it's very difficult to tell that okay, my first trade will go well or it will go bad, or what will happen to my initial trade. So ultimately, it is good that okay, if we can stagger out our trades. It may not be five days, because it's a month of 30 days only. So it can be 2 to 3 days, and maybe first 10 days or whatever period we select. Let us say we trade from 15 to 15. So by 15 to 30th we are very well invested. That's the uh, plan, right? Now, but can we do staggering of trades in each and every strategy? I'll say absolutely no. If I really want to stagger my investments, if I want to do my investments at different times, I have to follow a strategy which has very little risk, right? So that this strategy can be created and initiated at different levels of market. Obviously, here we are thinking that okay, market will either move or it will not move. If it moves, then also I can do this. If it doesn't move, then obviously I can increase the position size of my initial trades only, right? Now, benefit of this is that if you're staggering it, then we are increasing the investment with the trend of the market, right? So if market is going down, accordingly we are creating a new setup which is at the lower level. it has its own break even points which are farther away from the first level. And if market is moving up the way it has been moving in last almost 3 4 months, so then obviously you are creating it at different levels, and you know that okay, at each level I'm taking away uh, a different break even point, so chances of success really increase. Now, good thing is that risk reward do not change very quickly, so even if we invest at different intervals it can be very rewarding. The biggest problem in a strategy like maybe a short strangle, right, is that okay, if I do it on first and if I do it on 10th, in 9 10 days the difference between what is the possible risk reward that changes drastically, especially if you're doing it in, let us say, short term options, maybe 15 days options or 21 days options. Then the difference between the risk reward increases, or difference between the risk reward changes pretty fast with every passing day. But this strategy which I'm going to show you, going to show you the payoff diagram. The risk reward do not change very fast, so even if you create the strategy on first, even if you create on fifth or 10th, uh, the reward do not change very drastically, although obviously it's a selling strategy, so rewards will also change, right? But it do not change very fast, right? So I'm going to show you the payoff diagram, and then I'm going to talk about the strategy also. And hopefully all of you will be able to identify, all of you are expert traders, and I have also done this strategy multiple times in this month also, and it's pretty stress free. So that way, rewards are also good because of the nature of the strategy. So it is pretty stress free, that okay, even if market keeps on moving unidirectionally, then you are not required to do much in this trade, and you know that okay, there will not be any kind of a loss if market is unidirectional, right? Let me show you that strategy. Before that, let me have a 5 seconds water break. That will give us opportunity to click on some more like buttons. And if you are seeing it on mobile, you need to close the chat for a while and go to video, click on the like button, and definitely come back to the live chat. And after that, I will be showing you what is the strategy. Okay, thanks for few more likes. And you see, we are always looking for much more than that, but thanks to all of you who have uh, taken an effort to click on that like button. Okay, let me show you, but obviously using what I have found that okay, whichever strategy we show, uh, those things get really copied, and I've seen so many other platforms where all those things are shown. So we are trying to hide certain things, but I will try to give you a glimpse of what I am talking about. Now, see this trade now. See this trade. This trade is created at the end of the day today, and still, what is happening is the kind of money it's requiring. It can give me still 5% return, although we have only now practically 2 weeks left, and probability of profit is 92.64%, not much of a issue. And on one side of the trade, it's pretty far away, even away from -1 sigma of the market. And on the other side, it's okay, if market keeps on rising, there is no issue at all. Now this is the kind of a strategy which can be done again and again. So what we have done, we have created this strategy at 14,100 level also, we have done it at 14,300 level also, 14,500 level also. Now this is 14,595 also, then also there is no issue. In case market comes back to this area, it can give very good profit. Even if market doesn't come back to this area, at these levels also, it can give you decent amount of profit. So that way, at least on one side, we are pretty much safe. And as of now, if this trade I see, it is pretty safe, maybe up to around 13,600 or 700 levels. And profitability is also good. If in half a month we are expecting something like 5%, even if we get 2.5%, or even 1% if you get in half a month, that is really good. So how many of you are able to identify which is this strategy? Let me see. In addition to some other strategies, this is one strategy which found that okay, in unidirectional markets, you keep on staggering your investments. You can create it on first also, fourth also, fifth also, 10th, 11th also, and 14th also, and you can keep on increasing your investments because you know. If this is the trade which we have created today, maybe if market keeps on going up, so you will be creating some trade like this, which will have a payoff diagram like this, and it will keep on like that. And if market is moving down, so you can be creating some trade like this, which have a payoff diagram like this, right? So you can keep on adding on to the trade. So what will happen if you add 5 6 such trades, this green area will increase like anything. This green area will be there for a pretty long time, and that really works in your favor. Ultimately market will expire at some point, and you have to do little bit of modifications, little bit of tweaking, and then you will ensure that okay, for a very wide range, I've seen even for a range of more than 1500 points, 1600 points, that range is something which keeps on shrinking. That okay, if I trade this kind of a trade initially, I can enjoy a 2000 points range. If I trade it at a later stage, the range available keeps on reducing to 1800 points, 1400 points, 1500 points. At this point in time, yes, definitely the range of more than 1400, 1500 points can also be created, right? So most of you are expert traders, Mr. Vijay Pawar, Mr. Rakshit, uh, Mr. Selva, Mr. Akshay. All of you have identified it well. This is nothing but a Z lizard. It's a fantastic strategy in these kind of markets which are moving in one direction. Even if market reverses from here, this is a very far away kind of a put which you sell, so that market always have a freedom to go down even by 3 4 5 6 7%, right? So that way this trade works really well. So this is one strategy which can be done in a staggered way in addition to maybe an iron condor. So what is the benefit? Benefit is that adjustments are very simple, right? So what Mr. Siddharth is a long put with two short puts and further OTM by put. That is sort of a butterfly only. When you long put and you sell puts and then buy further, it's a sort of a butterfly, but you can always have little bit of play in butterfly. Instead of 1 to 1, you can have 1 1 3 2 or 1 4 3 kind of a trade, but that will come under a family of butterflies only, Mr. Siddharth, right? This is not butterfly. This is basically Zade lizard. Here, what you are doing is, since you know that okay, markets are slightly on a bullish side only, so roughly around at the money, you will create a call spread, and whatever is your maximum possible loss in the call spread, you try to take that money from a put spread, right? So that in case market goes up, you're not going to lose anything, you're going to make some money, and you can always uh, try to regain some profit from the put side, which can be increased at a later stage when you're pretty sure that okay, market is not going to go below a particular level, right? In this case, you can do it at different levels, and little bit of tweaking ensure that okay, the risk reward is excellent, and the percentage profit is also pretty good. So this is basically you're creating a bear call spread and a bull put spread, which is just like an iron condor, but you are tweaking things a little bit so that you are able to take care of direction. And then a reversal. Can you see it here from 14,595 to almost 13,000, 14,600 to 13,600, 1,000 points reversal can also be tackled. And this is one trade, right? If you're doing it right from the beginning, maybe the previous trade is sitting something like this. The previous trade may be sitting something like this, right? But only disadvantage is that okay, uh, most of your profit will come in the end. So whole month it can be slightly frustrating that okay, the profit may not come, right? Max loss is 63K. Yes, it will be 63K if market goes below. uh, now this is the level which is 12,878 level, and you will obviously not sit just like that. So obviously you will take some action before that. Obviously you need to take action if market tanks down by, let us say, 3 4 5%. You can maybe remove the strategy also, right? I'm not saying that okay, it's always safe, but yes, it makes sense to stagger the strategy, because your risk reward is not changing very fast. You're able to create these kind of trades at different levels of the market, right? And adjustments are pretty simple. and trades can be created with the trend of the market. Now, what do I mean when I say with the trend of the market? With the trend of the market is moving up. So if market has gone from 14,000 to 14,200 to 14,400 to 14,000 almost 600, then obviously at 200 level that I can create one trade at 14.2, I can create another trade at 14.4, I can create another trade at 46, because the trade doesn't really need more than roughly around 60 to 70,000 rupees, right? So 60 to 70,000 rupees at different stages. Even if I have 3 lakhs, I can create four different trades, and then I can wait. And then accordingly, in the last moments, I need to do a little bit of adjustment. Yes, one thing is definitely there. If there is a big fall, then you really need to run away from the trade. So at some levels, yes, definitely you need to get out of the trade also. But if you have many trades, it always makes sense to buy some kind of a protection, maybe a bear put spread in between, one bear put spread for maybe three trades, or one bear put spread maybe for four trades can always be purchased, right? And staggering of positions can be done without giving away much of a reward. So staggering, the only problem with the staggering was that, okay, if I delay the trade and my first trade has already given me profit, then the profitability of the trades which are done at a later stages, that gets really reduced, right? So that problem is not there in this case, and little tweaking ensures that, okay, your profitability is really good, and your risk gets reduced. So in this case, because we are showing a payoff diagram, so in this case we have purchased some protection, which is again month end. If you club it with some weekend protections, then definitely the risk of 63,000, which somebody pointed out, will not be there. The risk will get reduced drastically, and profit percentage will also go up, right? uh, Sir, will you provide this trade in paid membership message section also? I really don't know people who are there in that membership. They know whether we have given this kind of a trade or not, right? Mr. Siddharth says the thought process you are sharing and teaching is nowhere available. So nice of you, Mr. Siddharth, because you are already associated with us. That's why you are saying good things, right? So nice of you for really encouraging us. Thanks, right? So it's a good strategy. J Lizard, deliberately I've not shared the actual strike prices, because I know as soon as I've seen so many videos that, okay, in fact, videos, not only anything else. We have done some videos openly, and those get really copied left, right, and center. I say, okay, copy it, but at least give us some credit. So even those credits are not there. You see how things are there. So for sake of that, unless I otherwise I would have loved to share everything with all of you, right? So we are doing another session. This is maybe the only uh, single strategy, or maybe I think we have another session on 16th of January. Iron condor and zade lizard will be the major part in this, and safe methods to trade any kinds of market, excellent adjustment techniques, directional as well as non-directional. You can be bullish, you can be bearish. In both the scenarios, this you see, if you're trading with a single mindedness, and you are able to increase your investments at every level of the market, that really gives you a lot of mind space. If I have done, let us say, six strategies, and then I need to think on each and every strategy differently, then it becomes slightly cumbersome, and markets definitely are very frustrating, right? So if you have doing a single trade, and then you're able to increase your investment at every level of the market, that you know that, okay, what I need to do, you become very simple. So it's like in cricket, when you are very good at one particular shot, as and when you get the opportunity, you are able to hit the ball out of the boundary. So similarly, if you are very good in one of the setups, and this is the setup which can be extensively used again and again repeatedly, then it becomes then the trading becomes really easier, right? So that is why I said, okay, let me share this. What is the purpose of this? Even in our trades, we have done, if not many, maybe at least two or three, we definitely have done, right? So what Mr. Rakshit is showing, uh, not showing the strikes helps us as well. That's great. We'll go to the drawing board, work on the thought, and share them. That's really good. That is the real attitude you need to have, right? So thanks for saying those things, Rakshit. That's really good. Okay, anybody willing, anybody interested in joining this workshop, which is happening on 16th, which is Saturday. Saturday, 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., where will be showing you some backtesting trades also and how you can do it in a staggered way. You can WhatsApp as 958-285-3463, and obviously the super smart hedge members will get the due discount also, right? All of you want to become our gold members to participate in live chat. I think today the chat seems to be open for all, which is okay, and that can be a Makar Sankranti gift from our side. So you need to become our gold members. If you want to connect to us with your trades, you need to become a what this diamond member. Want to see some of our trades, smart edge members get good discount on our single strategy workshop. You need to become a super smart hedge members with some thought processes shared with trades also, right? What Mr. Rajiv is saying, learn the strategy from you, work well for me every time, help me to balance a losing call also. That's a great thing. So obviously, you see, this is a tool which can be used in many different ways. A tool can be used in many different ways. It can be used to hedge some of the trades also, right? So anything is possible. So thanks, Mr. Rajiv, for sharing that perspective. So anybody willing to join can click on the join button, or there's a link given in the description also, and we'll request you to follow us on our option on our Twitter handle at the rate the option school. And if you want to join any of our workshops, we have a few more workshops lined up for which we have already given the dates on our website www.theoptionschool.in. So you can contact us at these numbers. If you want some more information, you can write a mail to us at info at the rate the option school dot in, right? uh, Mr. Champak Hazarika is saying, are Iron Condor and Lizard two different strategies? They are corollaries of each other, but yes, the execution portion definitely is different, but it may look very similar, but there is a very fine difference between the execution, right? Toss and combo 2 workshop, please. We'll do that, but let me tell you very frankly, we are doing many, very little workshops. We have been doing workshops extensively in last 7 8 months, but now we are slightly slowing down. So we have one workshop which is planned on 16th, and I think if I'm not wrong, we have one adjustments workshop, how to do adjustments, how to do firefighting, which is planned somewhere, if I'm not wrong, on 30th or 29th of June. You can check it on our website, and then we'll see one or two we have planned in Feb and one in March also, right? I recently took Super Smart Edge membership, willing to learn things from you. Most welcome, Mr. Gupta from Koloro, right? View on Wipro. I have not done my homework, Mr. Ashish, for view on Wipro. Uh, I think the result you want to trade. You have already traded the result. I think result is already out, and you see what has happened. Basically, before result things went up, and after result things went down. There is a lot of profit booking, but still, I think trade is holding on. So we definitely want to start this thing also, that based on option chain analysis, we will start giving our views on 4 5 good stocks, right? But purely for the perspective of option trading, not for the perspective of long term investment. I would be definitely a wrong person to guide you on long term investment, right? And please make a video on non expiry trades. Okay. Can super smart hedge members through YouTube share their trouble trades for advice on WhatsApp? Yes. Super smart hedge members, whether they are through YouTube or whether they are not through YouTube, Mr. Bhaskar, they can always send us their trades. There is a WhatsApp number. So if you do not have that number, please get that number. On that WhatsApp number, you can always send your trouble trades. A lot of people are sending it, and every day 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. we are giving our own advice. So all diamond members or super or smart hedge members, all super smart hedge members, all three members are definitely eligible to send their trouble trades, their trades where they are stuck up. and you send them, and from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. we are replying to all the trades. So don't feel shy, and if you have any trade which you feel is slightly troubling you, send us that trade, and we will try to you see, whatever best we can offer, we will definitely offer you that advice, but that will not be during market hours. It will be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. You can send your message anytime you want, right? Make video on upcoming workshop. Iron Content Lizard is the upcoming workshop, which is on 16th. Today is what? Today is Thursday, and this is happening on this Saturday, Mr. Rahul Kapse. Right? What about likes? Okay, thanks. We are touching 99, just short of one run. Okay, we will do that. I know you. And share this video to somebody whom you think it will be beneficial. And write your comments, your questions, your feedback, your suggestions. Everything is most welcome. But please write your comments. And even if you write that okay, you like the video, even if you like that okay, you do not like the video, we would like to answer all your comments. And if you have any suggestions, any questions on your trades also, whether you're member, whether you're not member, in comment section you can ask your questions, and we would be more than happy to answer your questions, and it is open for all, right? And do subscribe to the channel if you have not done so far, and if you want to have some interesting discussions on this, welcome Mr. Prashant to our gold membership. So nice of you for joining. Hopefully you will find the conversations useful, right? And all the best to all of you. Today's expiry was pretty okay, and global cues as of now. Again, if you see FIs were buyers, DIs were small sellers, but then markets have not given much of a movement, which is good for option sellers. Let's see. This trend is not ending. That okay, FIs keep on buying and DIs keep on selling. We this has become a sort of a pattern, right? Ultimately, markets need to break that pattern. Let's see when that pattern gets broken, and whether do we see any kind of a reversals in the market. Meanwhile, till then, take care of your trades, and whatever possible help we can offer you, we will be more than happy to offer you that help, right? So good night to all of you. Have a great day, and thanks for coming on a festival day also. So nice of you, and see you all tomorrow at 9 p.m. Thank you.